Hello, welcome to a restorative yoga class tonight. This is Dylan. I am just getting set up. Actually, sorry, we just have been in the middle of remodeling our casita into a yoga and dance space. And we just put some flooring down today. It's not quite done, but we're figured I'd try something different tonight and explore this space. It does mean that my dog and son probably won't be out here playing the whole time. But, turn on the air conditioning out here. We'll go ahead and get started in a moment. You might want a block or some towels or something to settle in for your practice tonight. This room also has nice colored lights, so I put on something pink, which is generally a relaxing color. Should be interesting. Trying to figure out the best angle out here for the camera. So I think I might switch over here for tonight. This is pretty exciting for me. New space after being in the same couple spots for the past months. Of this coronavirus stuff is kind of interesting. So you should choose your own music, or you can follow along in the Spotify link that I shared in the description of the class for tonight. This is a restorative-ish class. What that means is that it's a very gentle class, but we do hold postures for quite a while. Helps heal the body and restore things and do other things of that nature. I'm not explaining it well at all. Oh man. Restorative and yin are two types of yoga classes that are related to just restoring the body. And I call it restorative-ish or yin-ish because it's not really strictly either of them, but it does follow a lot of the guiding principles, which are just a very deliberate, gentle class to help you restore your body. So we will go ahead and get started tonight just on our backs, I think. If you have blocks, you could do supported fish. For supported fish, you might take 2 blocks and put one along your spine, just under your shoulders on low or medium, and then the other one under your head on medium or high. And just settle in. If you're on your back without blocks, you could just take a Shavasana style pose, or you could bring the soles of your feet together if you like. Palms face up. And just settle in. Focus on your breath, the foundation. Nice, slow, deep inhales and exhales, primarily through your nose. Slow down the count for the pace at which you breathe. Maybe it's 5 counts or 7 counts. Breaths. And as you lie here, maybe set an intention for your practice today. Given that it's a restorative class, maybe it's to heal an old injury or to just calm your mind, calm your body, reduce stress, whatever you need. Be inspired to take that action now. Just continue to breathe and relax. As a reminder, everything in a yoga sequence is for yourself, meaning if something doesn't make sense, don't worry about it. If something is too easy and you want more of a challenge, go for it. If something's too challenging and you need something easier, that's perfectly fine. You're not here to impress me or to compete with me. You're just here for yourself and to get the most out of your class and your practice. If you're in supported fish, you might decide to extend your legs long, relax a little bit from the fish pose you've been doing for a couple breaths. And we're going to roll the side if you have blocks and remove them. And then lay in Shavasana for a few breaths. As a reminder, if you don't have blocks, you can always take some big towels and fold them up a few times and roll them as something to support yourself. Sometimes I've used a foam roller when I travel as supporting for yoga. Just do what you need for the support that you want. Extend your arms long overhead and your heels in front of you and just stretch. And slowly try to reach one hand up higher, and the other one relax. Each other arm up high and relax. Just kind of work on stretching a little bit higher with each breath, each side. Relax. Bring the soles of your feet together for butterfly. If you have blocks, you might put them underneath your quads just to help them surrender out a little bit more if you like. And just continue to breathe, continue to relax. Inhaling and exhaling. And bring your feet to the earth. And just bring your knees to your chest. And give yourself a nice hug. And gently rock side to side. And bring your arms out like a T. We're just going to do some very gentle spinal twists back and forth. So exhale, your knees to your right. Inhale, rise up through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale up through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale through center, and then plant your feet, the edges of your mat. And just windshield wiper your knees side to side, different form of a spinal twist. Continue going back and forth with your breath. Return to neutral. Now we're going to do a more deliberate spinal twist. So bring your palms to your sides, like a T. And we're going to, actually first, let's do a few other things. So first, let's bring our left leg long, our right knee to our right chest. Just grab it, and bring it to your chest. Relax your shoulders and arms. Continue to breathe. Each exhale, try to bring that knee a little bit higher. And then relax a little bit. Bring it out towards the side. Try to bring your knee towards your armpit, avoiding your rib cage. Keeping that left leg long, that left toe is curled back. Right toe is curled back as well. And then relax up. Bring your hands behind your hamstring and just straighten your right leg into your hands. The sole of your right foot is facing the sky. And then from here, you can either bend your knee or bring your pointer, middle finger, and thumb to your big toe and straighten your leg. And then whether your knee remains bent or mostly straight, start to bring it out to your right side, towards the earth. And wherever it goes without bringing your left glute off the earth, go ahead and stay there for a few breaths. And then, if you're struggling to release the bind, and just try and ease it down to the earth. Whichever posture is right to try to bring that quad to your near side, all the way down. Inhale slowly, bring your knee through center, and exhale. Bring your left hand outside your right quad and bring your knee to the left side, looking over your right shoulder at your right hand. And just continue to surrender into the spinal twist. If this is too much, you can just bend your knees and stack your knees. Or you could bring your knees on top of a block if you'd like. And just continue to breathe. Gonna be here a little while. Try to keep that right shoulder on the earth. That right hand can be face up or face down. I tend to like it face up, but whatever is right for you. Continue breathing, continue relaxing. And you'll slowly rise back up through center. Bring your knee back to your chest. And then bringing both knees to your chest. Gently rock side to side. And then exhale. Bring that right leg down. Left knee to your chest. Hands interlace in front of your shin. And bring that knee to your chest. And just surrender. Relaxing the shoulders back to the earth. Keeping the back of the neck straight and relaxed. And then relax a little bit, and then bring the knee towards the armpit, outside the rib cage. And you can stay here. Either bring your knee towards your chest, or you can bring your thumb, pointer, middle finger around your big toe, straighten that leg, or keep it slightly bent. Just whatever feels right for you while keeping your shoulders relaxed. Or you can bring your hands behind your hamstring if that feels good. And you're slowly bringing it out to the side, keeping your glutes and your shoulders planted. Just hang out here for a few breaths before we surrender all the way to the earth. And whenever you're ready, kind of bring your foot all the way down where you can release the bind and just try to surrender to the earth while keeping your glutes planted and your shoulders planted. If you have a strap, this is a great place to use it, though I assume no one has a strap, so I'm not going to teach it as requiring one, of course. And then inhale, slowly bring your knee through your chest to the opposite side. Spinal twist. Keeping that left shoulder planted. Right hand outside your left quad. Just gently guide it towards the earth, keeping that left shoulder on the earth, hands looking towards your left hand. Head looking, eyes looking towards your left hand, not hands looking towards your hand. And just continue to surrender into this twist and relax. Do what's right for you. Continue breathing, continue to relax. Inhale, slowly rise through center. Bring your knees to your chest. And gently rock side to side. I need to bring the soles of your feet to the sky for happy baby. Just gently rocking back and forth. You can stay here or grab the outsides of your big toes. Start to straighten your legs if you'd like. Or you can bring the soles of your feet together for a reclined butterfly. And bending your knees, bring one arm up overhead. Hold that side for a breath or two. And slowly rise up to a nice seated posture. If you have a block, maybe sit on the edge of it. And now looking at this room, we have reversible floors. So we haven't decided if we're going with gray or black yet. One of the reasons I wanted to film out here tonight was to kind of see how it would look. I think the gray is a bit better from that perspective. Now we're going to inhale our arms up overhead nice and slow, and exhale, bring them down to your sides. Inhale your arms up overhead, and exhale, release. Inhale the arms up overhead, and exhale, release again. Inhale up one more time. Interlace your fingers and just point your arms and hands up. And then release your right hand to the earth and lean to the right, looking under your left arm. Inhale, slowly rise up to center. Interlace your fingers and point your palms face up. Maybe look up this time, maybe look back a little bit. Then exhale, release the left hand to the left side. Lean to your left, looking up under your right arm. Inhale, slowly rise up. Interlace your fingers again, lift them up. And then exhale, twist to your right. Right hand behind you, left hand outside your right quad. Sit up tall and then twist just from your belly and your shoulders a little bit. Sitting up tall and not forcing the twist. And keeping the twist in your body, slowly turn just your head forward and look over your left shoulder. Exhale, release. Inhale your arms up overhead. Interlace your fingers, stretch them up towards the sky. And exhale, twist to your left. Left hand behind you, right hand outside your left quad. Looking back over that back shoulder if you can. Sitting up tall and neutral. And keeping the twist in your body, slowly turn your head forward and look over that right shoulder, maybe down. And exhale, release. Bring your hands to your knees and just shrug your shoulders a few times, forwards and back. A few times in each direction. Now we're going to inhale, look down at the right shoulder and slowly rotate our heads in a semicircle to the left. And continue breathing as you move in a very slow, deliberate circle, pausing anywhere you feel discomfort, and breathing into it. This is a contest, not really, but it's a contest. See how slow you can go, not how fast you can go on this. After a few revolutions, whenever that might be, just pause and then slowly switch directions, starting out nice and deliberate and slow. And seeing if you can slow things down while mostly moving. Return to neutral. We'll do some very basic seated cat-cows. If you have a block, maybe remove it. Just bring your hands to your shins. And inhale, glide your lower belly and your chest forward and shoulders back. And exhale, round the spine, and maybe your head starts to look down. Inhale forward, exhale round. Take this a few more times with your own breath, maybe going a little bit slower each time. Whenever you're ready, return to neutral. Interlace your fingers such that one hand's facing you, one hand's facing away. We're going to teeter-totter by inhaling one elbow up, the other down, just moving the arms. Exhale, return to neutral. Inhale up on the other side. Exhale, return to neutral. And just continue this movement nice and slow with your breath. And this action really helps open up the side of your neck, your shoulders, your wrists, your hands, your biceps a little bit. Once more on each side. Return to neutral. And then we're going to bring your feet to a butterfly shape. And if you have a block or towels or whatever, maybe multiple blocks, you might want to grab them. You're going to sit up nice and tall. And your feet can either be close to you or further away, depending on what form of butterfly fold you're going to want. We're going to sit up tall and then arms up overhead, and then exhale, just start to surrender. And you can set this. You can bring your forearms under your legs if that helps. Whatever you need to just help you surrender without force. And when you find a good equilibrium point, that might be the point where you add your blocks or towels to support your forehead. I'm going to be here a little while. Just continue with your breath, moving with ease. And just relaxing. Each exhale, maybe surrender a little bit more. Maybe at some point you find you don't need quite as much support and you lower or remove one of the blocks if that's right for you. Go ahead and slowly release. Rise up. Bring your knees together and your legs out. Just kind of counter that a bit. Straighten your legs. And inhale your arms up overhead. And exhale, fold forward as relaxed or as intense as you prefer. Just here for a couple breaths. Inhale, slowly rise up. Bring your knees to one side. We're going to come to hands and knees. Plant your hands. Just checking to make sure the live stream is working. It appears to be. That's good. Just going to plant your hands. Remember, in yoga, your hands are planted, your fingers are spread wide. As little space between the earth and your hands as possible. Your elbows remain slightly bent, so pressure off your wrists and engage your triceps, your outer two fingers, your knuckles, and your finger mounds. Your knees are hip width apart. We're going to just do a few gentle cat-cows here. Inhale, lower the belly, look forward, and exhale, round the spine, and look down. Inhale, lower, belly, chest forward, shoulders back, head forward. Exhale, round, strengthen the low back and working your way up. Eventually looking down. Just do a few more of these. We're not going to do too much cat-cow type stuff tonight. I don't have time for some other things today. Just enough to kind of get our hips going a little bit. And then you can sort of rock side to side if you'd like. You can bring your hands in different directions to get a bit of a different feel on your wrists. You can go out to the side. They can point inwards. You can point back towards you, which is a bit more challenging. Or you can flip them over, which I find to be particularly challenging. Go ahead and sit up. Just rotate your wrists a little bit. And then from here, you have the option to just stay seated on your feet. Or you could sit in easy pose if this is too much on your knees. Or you could start to roll yourself back a little bit for hero pose. Or you could come all the way down to the earth. I'm not doing that today. It's a bit much for me, but you're welcome to roll back if you'd like. Maybe just come onto your forearms, maybe just stretch gently. Maybe engage your quads, which might help you surrender a little bit more. Just do what's right for you. And then inhale, slowly rise up. Back to hands and knees. We're going to come to a half frog pose. So come onto your belly and bring your right knee out to the side. So your quad is roughly perpendicular to your body. And then your back toes are pointed outward, but your knee and below are pointed straight back. And then just surrender to the earth if you can. And just breathe and relax. And then from frog, slowly bring your left arm out to the side and roll onto your left side. Bring your right foot to the earth. So keep this twist for a few breaths. And then you could start to actively bring that foot out. And you can bring the top hand around. Give it a quad stretch. Or you could actually bring your foot to both hands. Just make sure if you do that, you're still getting the shoulder stretch on the left side and the right side and quad are doing some work. Just stay here for a few breaths. Maybe actively kick into that foot a bit more to get a bit more of a stretch in your quad and your shoulders. And exhale, slowly release to center. Plant your hands on top of each other, elbows out like a T. And just relax for a couple breaths. Toes in, heels out. And then come back to half frog on the left side. Just bring your left knee forward, your left quad perpendicular to your body, your left leg down the side. And just surrender and breathe. If this feels too easy, maybe try to bring your left hip a little more down towards the earth. Maybe your knee comes a little wider. Maybe your body surrenders a little bit more towards the earth. And then bring that right arm out to the side and use that left hand to roll yourself over to your side, your left foot behind your right leg. Just stay here for a couple breaths with this sort of twist and shoulder stretch. And you can stay here, or you could grab that left foot with your left hand, or you could grab that foot with both hands if that feels like a more appropriate stretch for you tonight. Sometimes it's easier, sometimes it's more challenging. Just depends on your body and how you feel. Either way, you're trying to get a bit of a shoulder stretch, a bit of a quad stretch here. Love a little twist. Maybe gently kick to get a little more engagement. Continue breathing. And slowly, when you're ready, roll back through center. This time we're going to surrender into a child's pose. Wide knees. Hips back towards your feet. Hands forward. Body down and relax. From here, you can stay here or inhale your hands off to the right side and surrender down to the earth for a twisted child's pose. We'll be here a while, so just find level of intensity that's right for you. If the twist is too much, you can always just return back to center. If you feel like it, you can inhale through center. Walk yourself off to the left side. And take a twisted child's pose on the left. And just relax. Breathe. Be inspired to take the right action at the right time, doing what's best for you. Inhale, come back through center. Come back to hands and knees. Let's check the time. Whoa, it's flying by. All right, planting your hands. Inhale that right foot behind you, parallel to the earth, and exhale, glide it forward for high lizard. You can stay here or lower down to low lizard onto your forearms, or take a bird of paradise. By heel toeing that foot, right foot off to the side, keeping the foot planted on the earth. Right arm under your hamstring for support. Left cheek to the earth. Mine's planted on my hand because I don't want to scrunch my AirPod when I'm using to talk to you. Just do what's right for you. This looks challenging. It was at first for me, but it actually is quite easy. And if you've heard my classes before, you've heard this many times, but it's about surrendering to the earth and just surrendering to your body and mind and breath, which is much of what yoga is about. Inhale, slowly rise. If you're in bird of paradise variation, you just bring your foot back and pop up your hands and knees. Come back up through high humble warrior or high lizard. And straighten that front leg for half splits, and you can stay there. You can slide that front leg further forward, front foot further forward for a deeper expression of the posture. It's a great place for a block. Place the block under your hamstring if you like. And just surrender. Place blocks under your hands if that helps. Maybe your forehead comes towards your knee. And just relax and breathe. Do what's right for you. Slowly rise back up. Humble warrior. From here, you'll take your foot out to the side for pigeon. And sit up nice and tall first. Check your alignment. Your shin parallel to the front of the mat. Is your knee outside your hip? Does this feel comfortable? If so, maybe start to come onto your forearms. Head towards the earth. Maybe slowly slide those forearms further forward. Wherever you're at, we're going to be here a little while, so find a spot that's comfortable, dull, ache, or mild intensity, never pain. You can always put a block under your hip if that helps it for support, or a folded towel. And just relax and breathe. Inhale, slowly rise up. You're gonna sit on that left side. You're gonna bring that left or the right side, bring that left leg forward out to an angle. You're gonna inhale, arms up overhead, and exhale, fold over that right foot. Maybe bending the elbows to let yourself surrender, but don't pull or force it. You'll slowly rise up and then bring the left hand, the left hand outside the left foot, right hand up overhead, keeping some distance between your head and your elbow and arm, and lean over towards that left side. Inhale, slowly rise up. Plant your hands, come back to hands and knees. Inhale that left leg back, toes down, leg parallel to the earth. Exhale, glide it forward into high lizard. Stay here for a couple breaths, check your alignment. Is your knee tracking over your ankle, etc. You could lower down to low lizard, or you could surrender to the bird of paradise variation by bringing your hand and arm under your leg and surrendering off to the side, keeping the sole of the foot on the base of the earth. As you can see, these floors haven't been sealed or set down yet, so they're just kind of on top for the opportunity to stretch out tonight because they're in rolls. And just continue to breathe and relax and surrender. Inhale, slowly rise back up to high lizard. Straighten that front leg for half splits. Maybe slide it further down for a fuller expression of the posture. Maybe use a block underneath your hamstring or under each hand. And just surrender. Forehead towards your knee. If you can, if not, don't worry about it. Relax. Inhale, slowly rise up. When I come to pigeon, reminder, if you have a bad knee, I forgot to say this at the time, just come onto your back and do figure 4, knee to your chest. Otherwise, heel toe your foot out to the right side. And start tall. And check your alignment. You might find one side feels better than the other. And then exhale, slowly start to fold forward and surrender. Explore whatever variation of this posture feels right for you. Inhale, slowly rise up. Sit on that left side. Bring that right leg forward and out at an angle. Foot to the inside of our quad or hamstring. Inhale your arms up overhead and twist towards that side. And exhale, fold forward, doing whatever stretch feels right for you. Inhale, slowly rise back up. Bring that right hand inside that right leg. Left arm up, keep some space between your head and your arm. And just lean to that side. Inhale, slowly rise up. Straighten your legs, maybe just shake them out a little bit. Maybe massage each side a bit. Just check the clock. I'm getting pretty low in time, so I'm going to flip down into Sphinx pose. Forearms parallel, hands planted. Closer your elbows are to your body, the more challenging this is. You're just looking for a dull stretch in your low back. You could plant your feet and lift your knees, and you could lift your core off the earth if you'd like. Or you can straighten your arms into seal if that's even better for you. And exhale, slowly release to the earth. We're going to roll onto our backs. And we're going to start our Shavasana set. We will start with some form of legs up the wall. Now, this is a newly painted room for me. So I'm going to put some socks on, which is something I would never do in yoga, but I don't want footprints a couple days after the walls have been painted. Figure I should wait at least a week or two before I class the place up like that. If you don't have a wall, but you have a block, you could just come into bridge, place the block under your sacrum, and then bring your legs up the wall. And so that would just look like this. Or you want to do this up the wall, and just come right up next to the wall. And just swing yourself up. Excuse me. You're pretty much in full Shavasana, except for the fact that your legs are up the wall. And you just continue to breathe and relax. Just find a nice position where you feel comfortable. And you're welcome to stay here a while or We'll explore some variations like a butterfly up the wall if you like. Or where I'm going to spend some time tonight is legs wide but up the wall. Without too wide, I don't really need a lot of tension here. So I find a nice position that feels comfortable that you can relax in. This is actually feeling like it might be a bit too much tonight, so I may just return back to legs up the wall for now. And just continue to breathe and relax. And find any areas of discomfort and try and breathe into them or roll them out. My right low back's a little tight tonight. So just looking for things to make that feel a little easier on my body while I'm doing this. And just relax and be calm. I'm going to change the lights in here. Forgot about that. I'm totally missing out. Ooh. I got these new Wi-Fi enabled LED lights that are really cool. This is blue. This is sort of, it's called TV time. I think it's just kind of fun. At some point, if you've had enough of legs up the wall, which is a very great place to be, it just might not want to do it for your whole Shavasana. You can come into a traditional Shavasana. Just make sure your feet have some space away from your wall. And spread out, feet wide, toes out, heels in, palms face up. Maybe tuck those shoulders a little closer together. If that feels right for you. And just continue to breathe and relax for another moment. My music's a little loud. What's the next song? I'll turn that down. When you're ready, slowly start to wiggle your fingers and toes to bring some energy back into your hands and feet. Maybe windshield wiper your wrists and ankles side to side. Maybe plant your feet at the wide edges of your mat and just gently windshield wiper them side to side, very slow, very deliberately. Just a couple times on each side. And stretch your arms up overhead and your heels down long for one more long stretch. Maybe your shoulders crackle a little like mine do. And bring your knees towards your chest. Give yourself one more sweet hug. Gently rock side to side, or maybe take small circles in each direction. And then bring one arm up overhead and roll onto that side for a couple breaths. And then inhale, slowly rise up to a nice comfortable seated posture. Maybe sitting on the edge of your block. Inhale your arms up overhead, nice and slow. And exhale, release. Inhale up overhead. Exhale, release. And just reflect on how you feel now compared to 1 hour ago. Inhale up. Exhale, release. And then inhale up and exhale your hands to heart center. hopefully you found some nice calmness and restoration. Hopefully that carries through to the rest of your night or day or whenever you're watching this. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through your practice. If you have any questions, let me know. Namaste. Thank you. And hopefully you enjoyed some of the lights and the fun. I am really going to enjoy this. They're actually rotating dynamic color schemes you can use. You can time it to circadian rhythms. You can use like a Christmas theme, red and green. That is hilarious. That rotates. Oh, steampunk. I wonder what that's like. Well, it doesn't seem all that interesting. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be, but it's okay. Ocean looks kind of fun. Kind of oscillating through the different ocean colors. All right, I'm totally being random. Thank you so much, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.